Shiny Treasure EX is officially out in Japan, and just 5 cards from the set will set you back over $1,000 on day one. And just one of those cards makes up half of that. And yet, despite all that, there seems to be a collective negativity about the set going across the Pokemon community. It's even possible to pick up booster boxes under $100, which is quite unusual for Japanese sets with cards of that caliber. But I, for one, think the set is actually quite enjoyable, and I've had a lot of fun watching people rip it, and I can't wait to rip some myself. Let's talk about what's going on with this set and decide for ourselves. So check your negativity at the door, and let's get to it. First off, let me remind you that this Sunday, I'm going to be ripping 2 booster boxes for you guys. It's a giveaway video. Make sure you enter by Saturday evening, because sometime Sunday morning, I'm going to start drawing names and people are going to win. I'm giving away 6 packs each, 3 from each set to 12 people. Hits only, shipped to you anywhere in the world. So make sure you check out the video and get yourself entered if you haven't already. Now, I know it's only day one, but there are a lot of high value cards in this set as of right now. I see some of them dropping, but a lot of them I think are not going to drop a huge amount. I do think that like Iono is going to be the one that drops the most because it has the most to fall. So right off the bat, there are 4 $100 cards in this set, which is quite insane. On top of that, there's a $200 card and then the Iono, which is nearly $500 right now. So first off, taking a look at those $100 cards, one of them is a shiny, and of course it's Pikachu. With 129 shinies, it's going to be pretty difficult to pull this one quite often. You get roughly 3 a box, and I don't know, what I said it the other day, it's like 45 boxes in order to, you know, kind of guarantee that Pikachu is going to come up for you. And that's assuming they printed all the shinies equally, which I assume they would, but you never know. It's always a secret to us. The next $100 card is that Mew EX card. It's a very cool, interesting artwork. Some people hate it. A lot of people love it. In all the rips that I've watched, it's one that a lot of people are really chasing after. So there are a lot of huge fans of this Mew card. For me, it's not one of my top chases, but I do think it's a cool card and I would like to get it in my collection. The next card up is the Gardevoir EX. Absolutely beautiful artwork. This card is going for $100 right now. I'm actually surprised it's not going for more. It's going for more than the Mew, but I'm surprised it's not in, especially on day one. I thought this thing would be like the $200 card with Iono above that, just because Japanese collectors are so hugely into Iono. And the fourth $100 card is going to be the penny card, the SAR with Umbreon in the front. Super cool artwork. I've seen people think that it's kind of weird how the Pokeball is in it and how she's standing, but it looks natural to me. It's kind of like, check out the Pokeball, Umbreon. If you don't behave, you're going back in. And I just think it's a super cool artwork. Absolutely fantastic artwork of Penny there. Very cool. That it's definitely one I'd want to pick up, but that's kind of $100 is kind of crazy. Hopefully it'll be a lot easier and less expensive in the US set, which I imagine it would be. And then stepping up from there, we're going up to the $200 range, and that's going to be the Charizard, of course. It's a really cool artwork, but again, like I've said before, it's really too similar to Obsidian Flames for me. I wish it was completely different, a completely different style. It's the same artist, very similar style. I don't know why he didn't change it up a lot. But of course, it's Charizard. Everyone wants him. It's not really a chase for me. My chase isn't even in here, and that's the Clive card, which I just think is a fantastic artwork with all the Team Star people in there. And luckily, that is a very inexpensive card. I think it's like $20 in the Japanese market right now. And then, of course, there's the number one card, Iono. You can pick it up yourself right now for about $470 to $500 on eBay. I don't know why. I don't know why. This is not a chase for me. I'd be super happy if I got it, but it's definitely, I would never pay anywhere near that, but people are paying it. It's quite crazy in my opinion. So to each their own. All the other chase cards are like under $35. You got like Nimona, Mimikyu AR, which is actually, it doesn't come up very easily. I'm surprised that that's going for $35. Maybe the fact that it's going to be so easily obtained in English is why it's not going for a lot, or people just don't like the artwork in this case. And so it's not going anywhere right now, and I expect it to fall unless people catch on that it is actually that difficult to get. Again, it is still day one. There's plenty of room for stuff like Iono and Charizard to fall, and sometimes some of these cards people undervalue in the beginning and then realize it's just so hard to pull and they start to drive up a little. We've seen that quite a bit with the English market lately. Things like the Tyranitar and the Magikarp AR cards or Illustrator Rare cards, those came out a little low, and it started dawning on people just how hard they were going to get, and people just were willing to pay more and more, driving the card rate up. And even now, that Magikarp is still an expensive card to pick up. The more I think about this set, the more I'm enjoying it, and I think it's going to do really well in English. I know a lot of the baby shinies are coming out of the Scarlet and Violet era, but to be honest, they're going to be coming up like every 4 packs for people, and I'd much rather get those than that stupid energy card that's coming up for. Think about how much of those energy cards came up for you for 151. The baby shinies are going to come up like that, and a lot of them are super adorable. The more I think about them, the more I just, when I started realizing they're going to come up like those energies, I was like, yeah, that's going to be kind of a fun thing to rip. Every 3-4 packs, you're going to get a baby shiny, and again, there's some super cute ones in there. Snorlax, Mimikyu, Oinkologne, etc. Everyone's got some favorites. You got to like some, I think I've said it before, if you play Scarlet and Violet, that's going to be a lot more enjoyable because you're going to get attached to the Pokemon you're catching and the ones that you use in the game and whatnot. I was looking back at the Shining Fates and Hidden Fates pull rates today that people reported back then. If things are coming up kind of like they did back then in that 60 to 150 range for the gold cards that people are not feeling, and I totally understand they're not feeling them. First of all, Treasures of Ruin don't have a huge following, and from what I can tell, and I do think the Miraidon and the Koraidon cards are the best looking out of all 6 of them. But if they come up even at 1 in 150 packs, that's not too bad. Hopefully the SRs kind of follow suit, 1 in 75-ish packs for the SRs. The value of them in Japanese is so low. We can only hope that the same thing happens in the English set, so they're easy to pick up. The Students of Paldea cards are very nice looking cards. Nemona's in there. If they're not insanely hard, it could be a lot of fun. And then you got the SARs. If they fall in that same category between Shining Fates and Hidden Fates of about 1 in 300 packs, I think there's quite a handful of them that are really nice that people are going to want. If they're not insane to pick up, then I think it's going to be a really fun set. Now, if it comes out and they're like 1 in 100, 1 in 800, or 1 in 1500 packs, then people are going to get really upset. And right now, I think that the frustration with Shiny Treasure EX is those SARs, both how difficult they are to get and how expensive they are. But we'll track it and we'll see how it goes in about 2 weeks. I mean, if there's no Pokemon here that you like, I can get it. This is a set that you can just absolutely skip and move on. Keep collecting 151. It's a fantastic set. It's not going anywhere. We're going to have it for a while. But I personally think that both Shiny Treasure EX and Paldean Fates are going to be fantastic sets. Now, I know everybody's comparing it to Hidden Fates and Shiny Fates and saying it's nothing like Hidden Fates. Absolutely. It does not have all the evolutions like Hidden Fates. And that right there is why, and just how old Hidden Fates is, it can't compete, right? It's like Evolving Skies of shiny Pokemon. It's got all the evolutions. I would love all of those evolutions from Hidden Fates. Sylveon, $78. One of my favorite Pokemon. I would love that card. $100 for the Umbreon. But when you look at the actual artwork of the hits, if you look at the SRs and you look at the SARs, I think that the artwork is much better than Hidden Fates. So it has that going for it. If you are looking for evolutions, no. If you look at Shining Fates, Shining Fates had nothing, right? This beats Shiny Fates hands down. I'm not on the negativity train. I actually think this is a great set. It could be... obviously, nothing beats 151 as far as Scarlet and Violet goes. It could beat all the others. As collectability, as fun to sets, as things to hold on to the future, I think it can beat all the others except 151. If you're not in for collecting and the artwork, and you're in to stock up on stuff, put all your money in 151. Forget everything else. All right, my guys, I hope you're having a great weekend. I'm going to try to do more videos more often. Let me know if they get dumb and obnoxious. Don't forget to get yourself entered in the latest giveaway. Again, you got till Sunday morning, roughly, Eastern time, 7 a.m. There's no way I'm doing it before 7 a.m. As long as you go to that video, figure out how to enter and get entered, you're going to be in my list of names to draw. I'm going to record it that day. Non-stop recording, picking 12 names, 6 packs each, and hopefully I can release it Sunday evening so that we can all enjoy the rip and see what hits people are getting. Hope you have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll catch you in the next video.